Hello and welcome back. So, you might notice I'm in a different area with a little bit more active area for sure. I have a couple of things out here. You can see them over my shoulder there, that mushroom looking thing and that ball. I need to grab the stuff in those. So I came over here mainly to get a ton of quartz. That way you don't have to worry about the quartz anymore. I can make some signs to help with the demonstrations a little bit easier. And we can label things if we want to get real dorky. But let's get to it. So that ball, and there's others over here, is more of a swampy area, swampy biome, and that's where you're going to find these mushroom looking things. Now this guy, if I get close to him, this happens. Now, in an area, what they'll do is they'll find me, and then they'll home in. You can knock them out of the sky, but not always easy to do. If they hit you, they'll do one damage on your bar per hit. So that's 3 potential damage per go. So I'm going to go pick on these guys over here. Since I activated that one, he'll chill out here in a minute. But while I'm here, I'm going to grab this. Ada wants to talk, as usual.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it does not mean it won't eat you. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Just in case you're wondering. This is Mr. Bean, just this area. He's not aggressive. Although he burps. Lovely. And this is a geyser. That comes into play much later. What's funny is he's got the same petals on him as the plants that stand up and blow out that gas gunk as well. Alright. Let's make room because I want to get 2 things. I didn't notice that slug right there. Let's quickly make room. Go ahead. Sure, I overkilled it. Now, these guys are really, really, really easy to beat. All you got to do is crouch. And they don't notice you. Even when you're hitting them, they don't notice you. Makes a whole lot of sense, I know, but it works. You just got to be patient, walk up to them from long range. Grab the remains. Ada wants to talk, as usual.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. It is unclear where on the flora or fauna spectrum it lies, but initial data suggests this might be a nest or an egg. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
I don't know if there's more. Still crouching. Alright, I don't hear them opening up, so that must have been just the 2. Crouch. Well, the only time these guys become a real pain is whenever there's other enemies around, like the hogs. They'll run out, and of course, they don't care that you're crouched. They're going to come over and hit you hard, and as soon as they do, these wake up. And we'll start sending out their minions. Copper ore, don't care. I'm not over here much, so I want to pick up as much of these shrooms as I possibly can. That is back here. Oh, hey, how are you boys doing? Goodness. Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Bro. Bro. Yeah, come out here to where I can maneuver a little bit easier. Come on. I didn't get you with the second hit. Oh man, got you. Got you finally. Man, I'm not. Man, not enough space. All right, fine. Remember, you can turn on arachnophobia mode and it makes them easier to spot. What are you doing? Bauxite. That's late tier, uh, late stage game stuff. It's worthless as hell right now. Doesn't really do much for you. All right, was that all you? No, there's one more. Where you at? Inside? Yeah, he's right there. Okay. All right, is that it? Any more?
Look through the window and witness a threat.
Do we have a Mercer sphere already? No.
Consume. Consume.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been in here. Just go up. Nope, can't leave that way. Alright. It's always nice for... Always nice when a waterfall actually has something behind it. Alright. Let's get back to base. We will mess with caterium this round. Shouldn't be too complicated. Once again, if you look up there, there's our hub. Never built down there before either. It looks like there's just limestone. That might be iron. Nope. What is that? Oh, that's limestone. Oh, yeah, all three of those are limestone. Wow. Like a limestone pit. Oh, and a bug in the middle of it, or a slug. I know there's something in their garden that. What's in your garden? Yeah, there's the business end. Oh, it's a big one. So there's different sizes of all the animals. So you have the regular size hog, then you have this hog here. He not only does a charge, but he also does a area of effect roar that will knock you back. So yeah, he's very fast and very annoying. Or if I can sneak up here and grab this, or he. Oh wait. Oh, he already knows. There's his area of effect roar. Wonder if I could stop him like the big ones, the little ones. Wow. Okay, well I stopped him, but he did not appreciate that much, did he? Need to. Don't mind me, I'm just having a snack. I said I'm having a snack. Come on, bro. That's why I have a whole stack of berries on me. I got you twice there. Okay, we're gonna Heal up a little bit. Is that all you got, bro? All right. Got him. So you notice he gives you, instead of 1 hog remain, it's 3. Get a good look at him now. There are a couple of different iterations of these guys too. This is just a regular large hog. They have some that are radioactive. Just being around them hurts, which sucks big time. Especially when you get to them before you have equipment to deal with that. All right, and of course, that filled up another spot. Jeez Louise. I'm going to turn around and destroy more and more and more quartz. Crystal. All right, we got the yellow power slug now. Normal, normal. I bet that one over there is normal too. Like an arena. I am victorious. So let's go ahead and grab that while we're here. Grab these things. It's not too complicated. So these don't snap anywhere unless there's a foundation to snap it to, right? But if I hit 1, you can... Oh, man, I'm missing plates. Never mind. I'll come back for you. Told you, I got rid of everything in order just to grab the quartz. Quartz! Get out of my stinking inventory. I have you set, right? Yes, you're going to make quartz. Good. That was too high. Only problem with the boots, boy. If I put him on foundations, I wouldn't have that problem. Okay, let's do this. So we need 200 to get our 6 inventory slots, which would have tremendously helped a second ago.
Pocket dimension now extra dimensionalized with additional dimensional capacity.
Okay, and we'll research the next one.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
And then... Wait, we got a spitter earlier. Last episode, wasn't it? Yeah. Spitter remains. That was the one that spit fireballs at us.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Or the Hatchers, the one that sent out those little bugs at us.
The remains researched belong to a plant-like organism hosting the larva of the flying crab, the most mature of which hatch when threatened. Hatcher remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
5 of these. We can do Bioorganic properties.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for Fix-It coupons at the Awesome Sync. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
Okay. So now what we're going to look at doing is let's make five capsules. And we'll grab some screws. We'll make a rebar gun. And yes, you can automate those.
Research to develop the rebar gun is now available. When completed, you will be in possession of a tool effective against any local obstacles actively objecting to the Fix-It mission.
I object. Oh, yeah?
Rebar gun and iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of Fix-It property has been noted. You earned a micro break. And welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed.
Thank you, Ada. All right, we need 1,000 wire. That worked out well, didn't it? How many coupons? Man, we're up to 17 coupons. Thanks, buddy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then we'll refresh our... This will give us more inventory space. Wahahaha.
Pocket dimension significantly expanded. I worked all afternoon, analyzing the transdimensional confibulatory permutations of alien DNA to achieve this.
For sure.
We are all doing our part for Fix-It.
For sure. All right, let's see here. Organized. So, we have concrete. We have plates. We have some rods. Grab some more rods. Some of those. Bit of wire. All right, we're not doing too bad, too bad, too bad. We don't have to totally kibitz this next section. But now the next thing I want to do is that. And you're making those slow. Ports. Okay. So remember we talked about the shop. Go get some wire anyway. Why do I... There. Take that. Son used to say, take that. Okay, let's print out some coupons and buy some stuff. And what I like to do, and this is the only time I ever actually use this personal storage box, is I put it over here next to the shop. And whenever I'm done, I'll throw in whatever coupons. Welcome back. Okay. So once again, management. I want to buy those. This guy. I'll unlock this later. And then go ahead and get that just so I can show y'all what we're dealing with. See, these are just different skins on these boxes. I really don't see a need for them. I mean, you're totally disorganized. Maybe if you were playing multiplayer and you wanted to show people where stuff was, fine. Sure, I like those. Architecture. See, the factory ladder to me is useless. I mean, if you're trying to get something pretty, go for it. But I mean, I can just slap on the conveyor things, and there you go. I mean, they are pretty cheap. They're only two rods. Logistics. These are more expensive. 2 rods, 2 concrete. But just not that worried about it, I guess. Now you can go in here and buy stuff if you need to in order to... Oh no, do we already have sheets unlocked? And I didn't realize. Yeah, we do. I need to start a production line for that. Don't worry. It's not as painful as you think it's going to be. You can go into parts and actually just outright buy a stack of 100 for 3 coupons. But the thing is this shop right now is giving us coupons like crazy. Every time this rolls over, it's going to get more and more and more and more expensive for these points in order to give you a single coupon. So right now, you're kind of gifted with it. You're not going to be able to fly through quickly and just buy them. So this is really a waste, in my opinion. I never really want to buy any of this stuff. I mean, you could, but I'd rather just go make it, or set up a machine and have the machine make it. Now, stuff like the fix-it cart, the factory cart, yeah, you can't get all that stuff. Although I'm pretty sure you can get this stuff out in the world. I think they're hidden. Anyways, let's go over here. Let's see what we got. 12. All right, let's buy that.
Where did you leave your lizard doggos? What's in this storage container? Where did you put the essential components needed to save humanity? Do you wish there was text to prevent you from constantly taking the wrong turn? Disguise your struggles to comprehend the complexity of your surroundings with signs.
Totally disguised. So now if we go in here, we can see our conveyor hole. These are for floors and walls. It'll just make it look prettier. So now we have actual signs that we can put around if we need to. So let's go start this caterium. Not going to be pretty. It'll be pretty effective. Even in the air, you can do this. Caterium ore. I think it was over this way, wasn't it? There, yeah. Figured it was over that direction. Oh, dude, is this another impure? One nice thing about these boots, allows you to jump up the walls. Uh-oh, another spitter. More remains. What were you guarding? Yep. They typically will guard things like that, resources, or pathways. Like they'll sit on this to where it's an obvious path up. So they'll sit down on this slope somewhere and block it. In this case, it's just Mr. Bean. Hit V again. Let's get our parents back. Where was this at? That direction. Oh my goodness. Okay, well. Go the other direction and go up higher. Oh, more bacon. What are y'all doing over here? Not very swampish. I guess the water. Oh, I didn't care about you. I'm about to find a whole node of caterium. What's he hiding? Okay. Like sweet, sweet caterium. Come on. That way, huh? 110 meters? Ah, it's right there. Okay. This is why you have parachutes. Alright, any baddies on this little rock bluff? I don't want to get knocked into the void. Alright. What is this? Pure. Oh man. I'm gonna make a ton. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get on to this. We need portable miner real quick. Just one. Should need it. Or an actual miner. See if it'll allow us to put that on there. There. I know. Makes no sense, right? But it works. It works. Now, that is a crash site. They're almost always guarded. Saw that movement and I was like, ooh. Anything garden? Did say almost. All right. And around them, there will be all kinds of freebies. But that's not the main reason we're looking for crash sites. The main reason we're looking for crash sites, this container right here. So if you have the needed stuff to open this, so let's say I didn't have that. I got lucky that I had one. So let's say I didn't have that. I click on this. I don't have it. So I wouldn't be able to open this. You should literally left click, and then try and open the door. It wouldn't open. It needs repairs. So in this case, it needs only one of those. It'll autofill, and now it'll open. Now the gambling addiction starts.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your fix-it designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Right. Yeah. So new on 1.1, we have the ability to remove the debris as well. Which is nice because now you're not distracted by all this stuff everywhere. Pick that up. And you get more materials from all the stuff. And I'll say this, it does make it easier to see the stuff that you missed. Miss anything else? If I missed anything else, let me know. Drop a line. Alright, there's a slug over there. Alright, we're going to spend some time over there at that arch later. Okay, let's get this done. So this is pure with a Mark 1 miner on it, which means you're going to get 120 per, right? So we need to smelt. Caterium. It needs 45 per. Oh man, the math isn't going to math. So we can do 2.6. So if it's not going to bother you, you can do 3 of these, and one of them, or every once in a while, will stagger. Or you can go in here and actually underclock it if you want. So I could underclock this down to 90. And now it'd be 45 and 45. There's 2 of them. Right? There and there. I always go the wrong direction when I try and do that. So we do a splitter. Well, need these boys back. All the time. There. I don't like being back too far. Whoops. I don't like being back too far because it needs more and more and more of these. Now we can use regular. $15 and $15, so we're going to have 30 coming out. So, how do we start this? I mean, I could have dragged power all the way over, but I didn't. So, what's our alternative? Let's slap down a biomass burner. Now we don't have any biomass, do we? That's okay. That's okay. You can always throw down a crafting bench. Remember, I always told you, bring enough for a crafting bench at all times. And then I can make this. Well, I can do that. I don't like doing that too much, but I'll do it one time. Then gave us a whole bunch of biofuel today. That works out wonderfully. You get the idea. That to there, that powering you. You get that yummies. That to there. So, the main question now is, what were we trying to unlock in the MAM? So, under caterium, quick wire, but we need 50 of these in order to unlock quick wire, and then we can work our way down to other things. Funner things. So, this should get to 6, and then immediately go back to 3. And since we underclocked it, it'll actually use less than 5. Okay? And it's the same situation. It's a curve. Whenever it comes, like the more power you need, or the more production you're going to get, the higher the output exponentially goes up, at least up to 250. Same happens all the way back down. You could actually underclock this thing to like 1 a minute, and it would literally need 0, I believe. Let's see what that does. Nope, I just want 1. It won't even let me go that low. It'll be 0.1 megawatts. Boy, that'd be slow. Every once in a while, something comes out. But you could do it if you wanted to. Psychopath. Just to speed things up a little bit. $14. Oh yeah, the hard drive. We should talk about that while we got a little bit of free time. So when you go over to the MAM, you can go up here to hard drives. And you can examine this. Now, this takes 10 minutes to examine. And you can hold multiple hard drives in your inventory. Next episode, we'll talk about what recipes we got, what we would hope for. And what it does basically is it gives alternative recipes. One of the really nice early game recipes that we can get actually changes screws. Instead of making iron into ingots, into rods, into screws, you can go from iron into ingots directly to screws. And you actually get, I think it's like 100 a minute instead of 50 a minute. It works out great. Plus it saves you power because you don't have to have the extra constructors. All right. Now what I did right there is a big oopsie. So what this does is it's locked up for 9 more minutes waiting for this research to finish. I cannot go in here and research this now because I did this. So we're going to have to wait for that. Joy, 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 right? Well, that's a good place to stop anyways. We'll expand this out on the next episode and work out how exactly we're going to work this and what our final plans are going to be. We're going to carpet this a little bit. So I bring a lot of concrete and a lot of plates. And we're going to carpet that just because I don't want to fall into the water. That'd be embarrassing. There, plenty of room to work. Plenty of room. All right. Well, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop a line, ask away, and we will see you next time.